quietly, voices off, come to the carpet and sit next to your reading buddies, please. Thank you, Landon, for demonstrating the appropriate direction. Good job. Okay, here's the game. We're going to model it really, really, really fast. I need a helper. Alex, do you want to help me? Come on up, bud. You just have to hold a sentence strip. Are you okay with that? All right, come on up. So Alex is going to be the model. You're going to hold this sentence strip for me. Dad burned dinner. Shucks. Dad burned dinner. So I need to find the other portion of this sentence that goes with it. And I know that one is a cause, one is the effect. So let's look at this. Dad burned dinner, so my duck went swimming. Does that sound right? Do they sound like they should be together?
Yes.
Darn. Okay.
That looks funny though.
What about Dad burnt dinner, so the house filled up with smoke?
Yeah.
That kind of sounds right. It does.
So my duck went swimming.
Okay. So, thank you. Would you like to hold this in that hand? Shh. This in this hand. Okay. So we have a cause and effect. So Dad burnt dinner, and so the house filled up with smoke. Well, what happened?
Dad burned dinner. Dad burned dinner.
Dad burnt dinner.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Dad burnt dinner.
So the house filled up with smoke. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at why it happened. Why did it happen?
Because Dad burned dinner.
Ha! So we just eliminated one, right? Sometimes asking what happened is a little confusing, and I'm so glad you guys pointed that out. Because if I look at both, I'm like, all right, could they both be what? But then if I ask why it happened, and we look at Dad burnt dinner, then we know this has got to be the why. What is the why? The cause. Very good. So then this has got to be the what. What does what mean? What is that? The effect. Very good. So Alex and I are partners. He's going to go stand over in the corner right over there, over by that last groups of desks. And I'm going to come over here. And my teacher, Miss Hand, said we're going to play a game. And Alex, you can put your sentence strip down, face down on the table. Okay, can you guys see us?
Yeah.
So, we're playing this game. And what we have to do is when Miss Hand says go, and not until Miss Hand says go, we will flip over the strips and we will quietly, I know you guys will make a little bit of noise, but it should not be screaming or extremely loud. I'm going to flip over the strip and I'm going to go find my partner. So, let's pretend Miss Hand said go, Alex. So the house filled up with smoke. Is that a why or a what? I think that it is a why, because why did it happen? What happened would be my other part that we talked about, Dad burnt dinner. Why did it happen? Or how did it happen? Dad burnt dinner. Miss Hand is jumbling her words right now. Okay, so go back. How did it happen? Dad burned dinner, that's my cause. Why did it happen? The house filled up with smoke. So we're gonna go look for each other. And I'm gonna see someone standing over here with so the duck went swimming, and I'm gonna go, no.
So the duck went swimming?
Alex, I think ours match. What do you think? Does it make sense to you, Alex? Okay, we're gonna come over here. And we're going to start a line right here. And in our line, we're going to hold up this sentence strip. So let's hold our sentence strip up together. And as everybody else is doing their sentence strips and they find their partner, they're going to walk over here, right?
Wrong way.
And, oh, it would help if we stood in order. You going to hold that one for me? So then we're going to hold them up. So as you guys find your partners, you're going to come over here and you're going to show the rest of everybody else your sentence. You're going to hold it up real high. Real high. Hold it up high for me. There we go. So then when Kayla and Achilles walk over and they go, okay, I'm going to look at your sentence. I'm going to ask myself, do I agree with that sentence or do I disagree? Because when we're done with this, we're going to look at everybody's sentences and I'm going to ask you to point to a sentence that you agree to and point to a sentence that you disagree with. And then we'll look at those. Okay? So you should not be over here going, oh my gosh, how was your night last night? I was on the computer, I was playing video games, I watched TV. You should be looking at all the other people circulating in the room, and then when they walk over, you should say, do I agree with their sentence or do I disagree with their sentence? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Silently. And we will, Grace, we will start this direction over again. If you cannot do it silently, you are going to go stand behind the chair at your desk. Unfreeze. These are going to come face down just like our math addition baby facts that we see through. So we don't flip them over when I face them down, right? We're not cheaters in this class. I haven't seen anybody cheat yet, so. See how fast Miss May can pass these out. What do you think? It's up to you. You make the decision.
I think it goes together.
Okay, say it out loud for me and see if it sounds right.
If you go in the
So you're going in, you're walking in the rain without an umbrella. Do you put on a coat after you walk in the rain without an umbrella? Does that make sense now or no? Okay, it makes sense that they don't fit together, right? Okay, go see if you can find it with someone else. I'm holding some.
You were tired, but I hope they're playing. Oh, okay. You got.
Did you find it? Yeah. Okay, you get to go hold those two by yourself. Thank you, Alex, Connor, Maddox, and Sada for facing the right direction and holding theirs up. You can turn around and look at other people's. Okay, go stand over there if you think you have it together. Friends. Okay, read it to me. You think it's right? Does it make sense? You were tired, so you went to bed. Makes sense? Okay. Will you go hold both of those up for me by yourself? Will you guys go over there? It's okay. Because they are partial sentences. But you can make the whole sentence too with a signal word. Oh, read it to me.
It's Valentine's Day. We handed out cards.
Will you hold that for me and go stand in line? All right. Hocus pocus. I should see you next to your partner, just like Sada and Maddox. And you should be holding your sentence strips in the air. And you should be next to each other. Lillian, Levi.
We're not together because we both have periods.
It's okay. Most of them will have periods for both sentences because they can be sentences by themselves, but when you put them together, maybe if you add one of those signal words, like because, you can make a bigger sentence, a bigger full sentence, right? So read that out to me and tell me what you guys think.
It was cold outside. You put on this.
Okay, shake your heads yes if you agree. Do side to side if you think there might be a disagreement. It was cold outside, you put on a coat. Yes? Or disagree? Should see everyone shaking their head. It was cold outside, you put on a coat. Kayla? It was cold outside, you put on a coat. Does that sound like it's making a whole sentence? Yes?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Jaden, Bryn? Yes or no? It was cold outside, you put on a coat. Okay. Point to someone that you agree with. It doesn't matter where you point. All right, I'll give you that one. Ooh, I see Caleb pointing to Achilles, which is, it's Valentine's Day. We handed out cards. Achilles, can you point out the cause or the effect in that sentence for me? What happened in that sentence? It was Valentine's Day. Why did it happen? Because it was Valentine's Day. So both of them kind of sound like they fit, right? But now if we hold this one up and say, we handed out cards, does that sound like what happened or why it happened? What happened? We handed out cards.
I know what.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Why it happened? We handed out cards. Does that sound right? So this must be the what happened. So what does that make that one? Yes. Why it happened, right? Did you guys just see that?
Yeah.
We just used clues. I want to make sure I'm showing it to you right. We just used clues to figure this out because initially Achilles was like, you know, Miss Hand, I think they both could be what happens. But then when I look at it and say, why did it happen? It only fits for one. So that one that it fits for, why did it, they both sound like, yes, what happens, one sounds like, why did it happen? So why did it happen? It was Valentine's Day. That must be it because we can't use why did it happen. We handed out cards, right? Okay.
Why did you give it?
I want you to quietly set the sentence strips on the desk when I say go, not till I say go. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's the instruction. So not until I say go will you set it on the desk. After you set it on the desk, I want you and your partner that you're with right now to go take a seat at one of the desks in the room. I don't care if you sit at your desk or your partner's desk. Go!